welcome to Josh Does Life. This video isn't really, I wouldn't call it like a review video or anything. More of, I'm just trying this out, and in case anybody's interested, then you can see it kind of unboxed and what it comes with, and kind of hear the sound level and stuff like that. So basically, as everybody knows, everything's going electric. It seems like when you go to the stores now, the gas-powered things are phasing out and everything's electric now, and everything's going to just battery stuff. I walked around Home Depot, and it looked like the local store had, as far as push mowers, they had all these new electric push mowers in, and I think they had 2, maybe 3 like gas-powered ones now. Which, this could be a good thing or bad thing. I've always been more of a fan of gas-powered stuff. A lot of things I've tried years back just couldn't compare. When Ryobi first started doing the 1+ stuff, I bought an electric weed eater, and it couldn't handle what I wanted to do in the yard my size and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about how long the battery pack lasted, even though I bought an extra battery pack, and it took 2 to go around my yard, but it just didn't cut through like thick stuff. It bogged down. It just didn't have the power. So I got rid of that, and I went back to my trusty like steel commercial grade weed eater. But the electric stuffs, and this is just my opinion, I don't want anybody to get irritated with me or start saying, oh, gas is the way to go or electric's the way to go. I think eventually everything is going to go to electric, in my opinion. I think the government puts all these regulations on everything. They've added all these like pollution things, and the EPA or whatever, and all these controls and things into gas engines now, to where they're not what they used to be. All the push mowers and things that I have, they don't have, they're like an automatic choke. They don't have choke built in anymore. They don't have like an actual throttle. It only runs at 1 speed. They do all these like environmental things to it, for pollution's sake. And they've almost got it to the point to where even gas engines, they just don't have the power they used to, it seems. I have, if you follow along with my channel, you know that I have I've gone through several push mowers for my backyard, and right now I have a Honda, and I have one of the higher ends with the 200cc engine. I originally got a 190, and it bogged down going through my Zoysia when it was really thick, and the 200 is the biggest engine I could get on one. So I got that, and it still bogs down at times. And I remember years back having like similar cc or horsepower push mowers, and them being a lot more powerful. I never did have the issue. So just all in all, gas powered engines, I think they're just phasing out. Even you look at diesel trucks and everything these days, they use the diesel exhaust fluid, and that causes problems, and the EGR and all that type stuff. It's just the government has regulated it so much that engines just don't do what they used to, and they don't last how they used to, if that makes any sense. So anyway, it's not that I'm just like pro electric, but there's some instances where I like electric better, and one of those instances is in a blower. So I had a large Husqvarna backpack blower to start with, and just putting it on my back and getting it started, and having to change the spark plug and mix the oil and things like that. It just at times it was a chore, especially if I needed to do like light stuff or whatever. So I went and I purchased the Ryobi electric blower. And at the time I purchased, I thought it was a cool idea. I saw they did the Ryobi 1+, and one size battery fits all kind of stuff. So I bought several things. I bought like a tire pump, and what else, air compressor, power drill. Well, that was, I guess, about 3 years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, something like that. And then all the things started failing one at a time, and this is the last remaining thing. I think I bought like maybe 6 or 7 different items, and this is the only one left. Now, it's not that I'm knocking Ryobi, it's just that in my experience, Ryobi as well as Rigid, I think they're made at the same place, I hadn't had any of them last. For a while I got on the Rigid kick because they offered a lifetime warranty on their power tools. Well, when I was doing a lot of projects and things and I was using that drill every day, it got to where it just died like in a matter of weeks each time. I sent it off for repairs and they sent me, I think, just a rebuilt one back. But I sent it off 3 times, and after the 3rd time and it just quit working again doing a project, I finally just threw it in the trash and bought all Dewalt stuff and haven't had another issue. But anyway, I'm getting way off subject. I know that, and I apologize. Everybody that watches my channel knows that I'm a rambler. You know, of course, feel free just to fast forward through my rambling if you want to get straight to things. But anyway, I went by, and the Ryobi, at time it does good just to blow some things off. Something's going on with the trigger. It works fine most of the time, but every now and then I pull the trigger and it just doesn't come on. So I think it's actually failing. So I went to look, and I was thinking about getting another Ryobi because, like I said, that one has, I guess it's probably about 3 years old, so it's last a little while and they're fairly cheap. But I looked and saw the Dewalt, and you know, I figured, well, I've got all these Dewalt tools already. I've already got the battery packs and chargers out for all of them, and I hadn't had any problems out of any of them. And the Dewalt has a little more power compared to the Ryobi in the specs. So I figured I would give it a try. So now I'm gonna just unbox it real quick and show you what comes in the box, and then I've already got a charged battery pack from other stuff, and I'll throw that on there and we'll run them just so you can hear the sound difference. I don't have a lot of stuff really to blow around, some pine needles and stuff right now, but I'll do that, you know, just so you can kind of see them, and there we go, just for anybody that's interested. So stay tuned. Okay, opening up the top of the box. You know, of course, you got a manual, which whoever even looks at them. And of course, the big thing right now is the brushless motors. So of course, that has the brushless motor to it. And I have the, I don't know if I've done a video and gone over all the Dewalt tools that I have. I mean, I've got the, like the skill saw, and then I got, well, pretty much I bought a whole kit full of Dewalt stuff. Comes with the big 5-amp battery, which these suckers are expensive. They're like, dang, I think if you buy a replacement, they're like maybe 80 bucks a piece, maybe 100. So pretty cool that this, and you can buy it without the battery pack if you want, or with. I just bought it with, just to have the extra. I don't need chargers because I've got like 4 of those, but just to have the extra battery pack. And this one, like, it's a little bit bigger and heavier duty and more power than the Ryobi, yet it's almost the same weight. When I looked at the weight differences there, and I don't remember exactly what they are, and I apologize for that. I should have taken some notes or put specs down. Sorry for the shaking and all. This was just slightly heavier than the Ryobi. Alright, so let me snap this together. Okay, so I had a smaller battery pack. This 20 volts already charged, but to my understanding, I might be wrong with this, I think the larger one is just amp hours. So I think, you know, the bigger packs just hold more of a charge and last longer. But I think, you know, as far as the 20 volts, I think you get the same like power output, so I don't think there's any difference there. But anyway, so super simple. The tube just clicks into place. You pop that cap on the end if you want it. It looks like, I'm not sure if that kind of just spreads the air out Might want to take it off just to get airflow straight. I'm not sure how that really works and affects it. And then you have trigger, and then you have this button here. If you don't want to hold the trigger down, you can just push that up. So and then you can just push this. Keep it on the speed that you want. I think my battery pack's about dead, so I apologize. All right, so yeah, I think my battery pack's dying. So I apologize for that, but like I said, this isn't a review yet. I might go back and let you know what I think of it after I use it for a little while. But sound-wise, you know, you can get a comparison from the Ryobi. So I guess that'll do it for this video. I mean, I intend on keeping both until the Ryobi dies. It worked fine right now. It's like I said, just every now and then I'll pull the trigger and it won't kick on, and then it just does. So I don't know. You know, I like that one. It's lightweight, but like I said, the Dewalt's about the same weight and supposed to have a little more power. So we'll see. I might do, after using it for a while, I might do an update video just to let you know thoughts and stuff like that on it. But let me know if you have any questions about it, and I'll definitely answer those as I can. And thanks for watching.